How you guys doing? My name is Matt Balducci and welcome to the Slight Edge Book Reviews. The goal of this portion of my channel is each week I will be posting a video on a book that I read. So that means 60 books here in 2018. So right now, click subscribe below because every single week I'm going to be giving you a cheat sheet on some of the best business, fitness, sales, and motivational books out there. And honestly, it's for me as well because I'm going to be able to look back on these videos and walk in and get my cheat sheet. So again, subscribe right now. So the book we're going to be covering today, guys, is one of my favorites now. And honestly, I didn't even know who this guy was until I watched one of the YouTube channels called Impact Theory with Tom Bilyeu, the old CEO of Quest Nutrition, which if you get a chance, go type that in. Go to his channel. It's really, really good. And here's the person I want you to look for. Tim Grover. The book we're going to be covering tonight is Relentless by Tim Grover. So who is Tim Grover? I'm not going to give you his background. I'm just going to tell you the facts. Okay? Simple. He coached Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, Jason Heyward, and pretty much every major successful athlete out there. And again, look him up. I highly recommend it. Go to Wikipedia. He has a really cool background about himself and how he got started. He's also from my hometown, Chicago, so that makes it even more closer to home. Now, I do want to prep you for the book before you go buy it. It is very, very intense. He's an intense guy. Now, that's what got me excited about reading this book. Okay, so what I did was this, and here's a quick tip for you guys. Go to Amazon, go to Audible, and download this book, okay? So here's the deal. What I do is I read and listen to books every single day while I'm working out and driving. So that's just a quick tip for you guys. Now let's dive into the book, okay? So I do have a little cheat sheet with me as well because this is really, really important for me to give you guys just a quick snapshot of what this book is all about. So again, be ready. Tim Grover is the man. Okay, so the first thing that I want to cover is the entire book, guys. It wraps around the concept of 3 different people out there. So if you've ever heard of the 80-20 rule, which is 80% of the population only generates 20% of the growth and so on, that happens in businesses as well or on sports teams and any organization. That's kind of been one of the biggest concepts for the last, millennia. What he's done is he's explained that the 80-20 rule is really bullshit, and here's why. He said that there's another group, okay? So the 80%, he calls them the coolers. We'll explain who that is in a second. The 20% is the closers, which is what everyone thought was basically the epitome of success. So if you can be in the 20%, congratulations, that's awesome, and that's called being a closer. But then he explained that there's a third group. And the third group is a cleaner, okay? And I'll explain all 3 of these here in a second. And honestly, you need to go pick up the freaking book and learn from him. But again, if you're just using these videos as a quick overview, then great, okay? So we'll start with what a cooler is. So a cooler is the 80%. That's the person on your team. That's the person in your company. That's the person in your business who does not want to be in the spotlight. They really just show up and they kind of do their job. They get it done, and then they go home, right? They're not looking to be, the best or anything like that. They just want to kind of show up and do what they're supposed to do and leave. Obviously, that's a lot of people out there, 80%. Then you got the 20%ers, right, which is the closers. Who the closers are, these are the people that most people want to become. These are the people you think of in high school that were the captains of the team or the quarterbacks. Maybe they were the valedictorians, things like that. The closers are the people that come to the office, and they're the people that take the spotlight. But the reason they take the spotlight is because they're the one generating the most growth in their businesses or on their teams, right? Then there's the third person. And this book will make you want to be a cleaner. Now, obviously, not everyone can be a cleaner, right? And when you read this book, you'll understand why. So he has 13 different reasons that make somebody a cleaner. Now, I'm going to explain what that is. Not the 13 reasons. You need to go get the book for that. What I'm going to explain to you guys tonight is my 3 favorite. Okay, and also for Matt, who I'm talking to right now, when you go back and watch this video, you're going to understand it again and get excited again. So this book really, really got me excited and made me realize that, yes, being a cleaner is tough, but it's awesome if you actually can get into that zone. So the cleaner are the Michael Jordans, the Tiger Woods, the people that literally are the best of the best, but not only are they the best of the best, they continue being the best of the best. So that doesn't mean that they go out there and they're successful and then they're never successful again. These are the people like Michael Jordan who's still to this day trying to achieve greatness. Now, to be very upfront with you guys, I'm not necessarily a big fan of Michael Jordan. From what I hear, he's a gambler and all that kind of stuff, but that's where this book gets kind of cool, is it almost explains why. Okay, so here are the three main things I want to cover here with what he has out of his 13. So this is actually on page 31. As you can see, I take notes, and I highly recommend you guys do the same when you read. So here's what we're going to cover, guys, is this. So the first one is that every cleaner out there has a dark side. So what did Tim Grover mean by that? So obviously, if anybody out there is a Star Wars fan, okay, you have Luke Skywalker, and then you have Darth Vader, the dark side. And what he explains in the book is that everyone has a dark side. The difference is how you use your dark side. So here's the reality. I have a dark side. My wife has a dark side. Everyone has a dark side, okay? And ultimately what it comes down to is how do you use it? So if you go into your dark side, you can actually use it for good. And that means you can become very successful. But what the dark side can be, like Michael Jordan, is being a gambler or a cheat, right? Or a liar or whatever in terms of that. It just depends, guys, on how you use it, okay? And sometimes you got to get into your dark side zone to actually achieve the best you can, okay? So that's the first one. The second one is you don't have to love the work, but you are addicted to the results. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is what I teach all my sales guys. This is what I teach anybody that I business consult for, is that, listen, you don't have to like it, but if you generate the results, you'll love it, right? And I've always been that way. When I go to the gym, I don't necessarily enjoy it every single time, right? But I do enjoy looking in the mirror and realizing how awesome I look and the feeling I get from it, right? So you don't have to love it, but you will when you get results. A lot of people out there don't understand that, and that's why they're chasing the wrong dreams, the wrong goals. They're complaining about their jobs, and they're not getting the results they want. But that's the difference between a cleaner, a closer, and a cooler, is they don't give a care if they have to show up and hustle. They don't care. Because at the end of the day, when they win the championship, that's all that matters, okay? The third one, guys, you don't recognize failure. You know there's more than one way to get what you want. So again, I love this. Love it. And here's why. Failure is not a true word. There's no such thing. All failure really is learning. And most people out there are afraid to fail. And here's the deal. If you're afraid to fail, guys, you're never going to achieve greatness. You're never going to be the Michael Jordans of the world. Do you think he cared when he had to shoot the end of the game shot and missed? No, he could care less because he made a couple other ones and he got to have the glory, and he was the cleaner, man. He was a true cleaner. So here's the deal, guys. I'm going to wrap up here right now. Obviously, I just gave you a really, really quick synopsis in 10 minutes here, and I hope this helped. But really, you need to start reading if you're not reading. You need to get everyone you know to read. And honestly, if you're not looking for an intense book, this is not the right book to start with. But if you're out there right now and you're a deep reader and you're like, I need something to just give me a kick in the ass, pick up Tim Grover's Relentless. I'm going to put a link down below, okay? And what I want you guys to do if you have read this book is put a quick one big takeaway that you've had so far from reading it, and why did you enjoy it, and also just comment below if you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be making one every week on many different books. So I hope you guys are the best in your future reads, and welcome again to the Slight Edge Book Reviews. Subscribe below. Subscribe below. I'm going to be coming out with videos like this once a week. My next couple videos are going to be some really good books, and be ready, guys. I'm going to be doing synopsis every week. So thank you. Good luck. I'll talk to you soon.